Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of... First of all, sorry that it took so long to set this up. The intended starting point was half an hour ago. For the new people, this does happen sometimes, but not all the time, because I know there are some people who are watching this who are very invested in what I'm going to say, apparently. I say apparently, that's the creator of the video, incidentally. So yeah. Also, this is going to be the last video that I actually I'm going to make for a couple of days because I'll be away. That's the part of the reason I was, I was busy with other things. Still not ready. Still have to actually pack at some point. Now I think about that. Oh wait, no, we're going to come back from the first thing and then pack for the second. You know what? Whatever. I'll figure it out. Point is, this video is yet another example of a series that was supposed to be on the Gacha Fest playlist, but currently isn't. But it's not one that I found, actually. You can thank, I think, Jan Reo for this one. I believe, was it Jan Reo who sent this one over? Let me just check. Hold on. Yep, it was Jan Reo. So yeah, you can thank Jan Reo for recommending this over. This is not the video in question because, you know, as has happened a couple of times with Gacha Fest listings, there is a new entry to a series that you know is going to be judged by the judges eventually for the competition this year, including yours truly. But in order to actually get to that point, we are missing some context. Episode 16 came out this year and thus qualifies for entry. So there's a lot to be done. So yeah, we're going back to episodes 1 and 2, and taking a trip down memory lane 5 years ago, apparently, when Rain X Reed delivered a child as a result of this series, apparently. That's all the information I have. Aside from the fact that it's called The Dragon and the Alpha, and it's gonna be something. I'm sure it is. So, with that monumentally well-prepared intro from me, let's actually switch over, because that's episode 2. Yeah, I'm going to mute this because I don't know if it's copyrighted or not. So, yeah, just, I guess, know that whatever the song is going to be playing. So, yeah, without further ado, on with the review. We've only just begun, hypnotized by drums until forever comes. You'll find us chasing the sun. I don't know this song. I'm just guessing the theme. I'm just guessing the the tune. Like other creators saying, yeah, mute. This is definitely, you know, a lesson learned over time with creators in the case of, oh, well, you know, you start off with emphasizing the lyrics of a song that you like, and then actually making it into then realizing, like, oh wait, no, I should actually mute this. I actually dodged oh wait, I guessed it right. Wow, really? That has only happened once before in the history of Gacha Review, where I sang a full song after hearing just like one portion of it. That was Ballet Pop's episode 5, Poisoning Pigeons, in case anyone's wondering. Yeah, in the case of this, yeah, I narrowly dodged a bullet when I started the Mutant Girl, actually, because for the Mutant Girl, Alita Battle Angel had just come out, and I'd heard the song Swan Song by Dua Lipa, which started, you know, not only my Dua Lipa obsession that remains to this day, but also was around the same time that I was first getting started on making the Mutant Girl. And I thought, okay, well, I'm gonna make the intro based on this particular song because I like this song. I'm gonna do the Nightcore treatment because that's what a lot of GotTubers at the time were doing to avoid copyright issues like this. And I did a test video. Another thing that just rolled out, YouTube actually was doing these tests so you can actually see if a video is going to get claimed or not. And I made a test with the intro. It did. So then I changed the song to Lifeline, which is the one that people continue to sing to this day. Thank you, Epidemic Sound. So yeah, I almost was in the same situation. Anyway, let's continue with this. I was chasing the sun. Thought this was eating. that is, that, honestly, the fact that, like, you're looking back at this now and, like, seeing that, yeah, that's kind of what you want, is the real, like, oh, yeah, you know, you could have done this, they could have done such and such things better, or whatever. It really depends. Again, if I go back to, you know, the old Mutant Girl episodes, there's a reason I agreed to remake them once a year. One episode once a year, not the whole series. That would be torture. Anyway, we're watching XX Tura B, which I presume was the previous name. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, they are glitching out right now. I'm guessing that the music is going like boom, 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 or something while they're, you know, pulsing and appearing on screen. And continue to do so. Comment, boom, boom, like, boom, 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 subscribe, and you'll find us chasing the sun. Still, we continue to chase the sun. Okay, now I can unmute. I swear, this boy will be the death of me. Will you hurry up? You're gonna make me late for my work. Oh, I thought it was like a mother and son treatment. Those boys are gonna be much shorter. Okay, fair enough then. I mean, it still works. I don't know. I don't know if these two are siblings or mother and son. It's always hard to tell with Gacha. Anyway. Oh, there you go. Okay, so they are mother and son. Alright, the boy's just tall. Yeah, makes sense. Anyways, of course, Mum. Wouldn't want to make you late. Ever once I paid attention to me? No, so move your butt. It's what every kid thinks a comeback is at some point. That boy is truly is my son. I guess, you know, he did inherit your presumed temper, I guess. I mean, he does have my characteristics. Little, pat on the back of the creator saying that I designed these two to look genetically similar. Alright. At school. Okay, so we had an establishing shot and transitioned inwards. I always like seeing those. I always forget to comment on them these days, but I guess going back to old videos, that's I'm more likely to address those things. But yeah, I like them in general. What took you forever, dude? Wouldn't you like to know? Yeah, that's why I asked, idiot. Jeez, relax, dude. Man, I'm over this. What does it take for a black man to get some dignity? I don't know, maybe not referring to yourself as a black man to win an argument. That would probably help things a little bit. Also, what dignity was lost on your behalf? It was your friend who was late, right? Did that make you undignified by waiting here? Are people aware of that? I'm confused. Anyway, you're oh no, you're done with your tantrum now. Brace is quite the character. Brace sounds like a name given by parents who wanted a daughter named Grace, and then realized they were having a boy like the last second, and they were like, Brace, yes. Anyways, yes, in fact, I am. Good, because the problem is my mum. What makes you say that? I feel like she doesn't love me. She told me to move my butt today that I did the exact same thing. Clearly too neglectful. She shows no love towards me. I feel like we're going to like every 90s film that had like, you know, like the business parents that were always busy. And the moral was, you know, just like making time for your children. Every time. I don't think she knows the word. Cheer up, dude. On the bright side, you have me. Thanks, dude. Yeah, here, have your phone back, I guess. What was he? What did it was? It was like, here, take my phone. You clearly need it more than I do. Anyway. We're late for class! So much for, you know, the dignity of punctuality there, Brace. A little bit of hypocrisy there. Alright. Meanwhile... Hello, boss. Oh, cut the slack and tell me why you called me urgently this morning. Oh, right. My discovery. This better be good. I yelled at my son for this. Oh, you discovered a living creature. Okay. Here it is! My discovery! Is that a dragon? Yes, indeed it is. You'd think these creatures would be extinct. But they're not. I can't even make a joke out of that because the possessor doesn't work. Anyway. She is the only one of her kind that I know of. I mean, it wouldn't be a discovery if you knew of more of them. I'll take her. But take her where? She's in the lab for observation, I guess. Or for, I don't know, interviewing. Where are you going to take her? Into your house that you're already not usually inside? Why? Why would you do that? Anyway, yeah, miss, I strongly disagree. I strongly disagree. Where is this going? By the way, I do like this music. Oh, okay, never mind. I guess the boss just has a knife. Well, hold on a second. I gotta send a message out to KW. Give me a moment here. Where is she? Wow, have I really not messaged KW in that long? Right, here we go. Someone on Gacha review just did Clomai. She'll know what that means. I'll explain if she shows up. Normally that's a good summons. Anyways, and if you get in my way, I'll kill you both. Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. That's better. That's more like it. You two may go now. I got the rest. I feel like they would just, you know, go and call the police at that point, but alright. I saw you awake. I'm not gonna hurt you. I only threaten my employees with violence, no one else. I'll take you out of here if that's what you'd like. Okay, I appreciate the gesture on behalf of the boss to be like, oh, you know, this you know living being, this living sentient being and sapient for that matter is being held possibly against her will, and observe. That's not a fun situation for anyone. But here's my question. Aren't you the head of the company that is doing this withholding? Is this not standard practice? Because if it isn't, you could very easily just dismiss the employees or tell them to release their basically hostage. You know, that's another possibility. There's no reason to threaten to kill them as a result. You're the boss. But also, but if you are aware of this stuff going on, why is this an exception all of a sudden? It's a weird time to grow a conscience. Later on, after school. I totally failed that last test, dude! Oh, it's okay. Oh, I thought she was blushing at him in the back. Okay, fair enough. Hi, Keth. Hi, Jenny. I was wondering if you could come over today. Like, I don't know, Sorry. I wish you could.
Turn me up, bro.
Oh, okay. Good time to have the audio watermark be involved there. Anyway. No, that's the moment Bruce could come over today. She only allows one guest in the house at a time, I suppose. I mean, not the worst rule, to be fair. But that's, I guess that's just an assumption on my part. So you're not gonna your girlfriend come over? Okay, the music changing precisely there makes it seem like she's gonna sing a song about being neglected. Anyway. Jenny, we're not like that. Oh, forget it.
Can't be sleeping. Keep on waiting.
Dude, what do you even see in her?
Was that the woman next?
Can't she's a terrible person? Honestly, by Gacha standards, especially given this time period, she's actually not that bad. I mean, it was like a very minor crash out in comparison to others, tamed by,
To me.
Oh, also, this song is also copyrighted, so yeah, I just realized what song it is, yeah. Blame it on the night, don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. Good track, but, can't hear it. Alright. Anyway, look, I know she can be bad at times, which is not all she may seem. She's been through a lot, okay, dude? I mean, okay, as long as you're happy. As you're happy, yes, again. Am I really happy, though? My mother doesn't love me, and my girlfriend had a 3 out of 10 crash out on a scale of Gacha standards. My life is terrible! Yeah. Come on, let's go to your house. Yeah. At his house, sorry, getting lazy. Man, this really is like my first Gacha series. It really is like the Mutant Girl, right down to me, doing the 2019 trope of, oh well, I didn't want to animate this thing, so we're gonna skip this. We're gonna skip this montage. If they aren't together, but she wants to be with him. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Like it was sort of implied by like the reaction that he had, like the "we're not like that" line. But then he also said that, what do you see in her, implying that he at least has feelings for her. I mean, if they're both feelings for each other, why not date? If that is how I'm reading this correctly. I don't know. Stay here. Gotta grab something from my room. Okay, dude. Is he gonna find the dragon up there or something? just hang out. Yeah, stay in this room. My son's not home yet. Man, his house is too big. All right, is there a different track now? Nope. Okay, just checking. I love this. I mean, you know what? His house probably is too big if you use like this particular hallway for the door entrance. I appreciate having like an entrance to the room because normally that's like gets skipped over. It's just that, yeah, usually this would be like for dorms around this time. Because otherwise, why would it be like this massive hall? Then again, his mum is a CEO, so maybe this is just the house that, they can they can afford. And it's part of, the 90s business parent cliche and such. I don't know. Called it! I knew it! Of course the dragon is in here. And it's still meditating. Fair enough. Maybe they hibernate. Anyway, is that a dragon? Oh, I probably should unmute, right? Oh, I thought it was like a screeching sound or something. Like that was like a sonic attack of some kind. Okay, never mind. Anyway, I don't like having my... Oh, this is the dragon. I don't like having my privacy violated. Yeah, well, it's his room, so, Okay. To be continued. Right away... Well, hold on, is this the same track? Yeah, no. Okay, never mind. Okay, so that was episode 1. A very nostalgic beginning for me because there's so many things that happened in this video that I ended up also either doing or narrowly avoiding when I first started Gacha. So yeah, Tree, I'm solving it now. Oh wait, we're watching this the same thing again. No, this the wait. Is the intro playing twice with 2 different tracks? And are they pulsing at a different rhythm this time according to the okay. Alright, I guess good. Hope you enjoyed, hope you enjoyed, hope you enjoyed, hope you enjoyed, hope you enjoyed. That's one way to do it, yeah. Intro, outro, nah. Both. Flawless. Yeah. No, but actually, I appreciate that some of the little things in here, like, you know, the establishing shots, the attempt at having like, you know, just like in between like movement moments. When a lot of people start, they tend to just rely on like on the dialogue and presume that nothing is happening if people aren't speaking at any point. But that's not what's happened here. We've got a few moments of visual storytelling. The walk cycles also for this era. You know, just to say something random I haven't talked about yet. I didn't feel like there was any you know, issues or like random teleportation or avoiding of movement. You know, just kind of felt relatively smooth. You know, even the slightly cliche gacha characters, with the exception of the mother, were decently done. The mother, I'm struggling to get a grasp on account of, like, again, she could have easily like done like several other things, and it seemed like she just kind of went full yandere for no reason. So yeah, I don't know. And if the son is like her, then I'm wondering what's gonna happen later. The dragon might not have as much of an upper hand as she thinks she does, if that's the case. But I guess we're going to figure that out right now, because we're on to episode 2. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Seen this part. Skip ahead. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Wait, hold on. A few shout-outs first. Okay, fair enough. Oh, okay, no music this time. Remember when you're famous? Do you? You've got, I believe the channel has 10k subs now. Do you remember them now that you're famous? That person that's said so? Where are they? Oh, whoops. There you go. Do you remember Kayla Gotch X? Now that you're famous? I don't know. Alright. That's so good, keep it up. Can't wait till the part 2. Well, there you go. All the twists in this series. Oh, well, I guess you could kind of count them as twists. Maybe like the mother being a yandere was sort of a twist. All right. To be fair, I did guess one from the get-go, so maybe people were more surprised at the time. I don't know. Anyway. Respect to that, because I also love responding to comments when I remember to do so. I keep forgetting, and I just respond like days later or weeks. I know I'm famous. I mean, I'm all right. I know. I'm just teasing a little bit. I understand that. Yeah. Anyway, I don't like having my privacy violated. Ah, this track. Good old classic gacha music right here. If anything, I think you're violating my privacy. That's what I was saying, exactly. I don't like you. Yeah, noted. Now do me a favor and get off me. You know what I'm gonna say? I'm enjoying this main character so far. Have they said his name yet? Actually, I don't remember if they did in the first episode. I mean, it's referred to as like son and such, so I don't know, maybe. And dude, son/dude. Not really sure. But yeah, Oh, okay. Oh wait, no, you're right. Yeah, they say Keith at the beginning. Yeah. All right, fair enough. Yeah, so Keith. I mean, I'm enjoying Keith's character a lot in this, like, because you know, there's the classic anime trope of, you know, someone's like put on the back foot immediately. They've done nothing wrong, but you know, they're the protagonist, so they get like slapped around or something. But no, he's not going to take that. It's his room. He's gonna lay down the law. Absolutely. Yeah, go for it. Dude, aren't you slightly a bit curious? I mean, he never said he wasn't, right? I mean, you didn't ask if he was curious, or did we miss that in the transition that just happened? Oh, and how she got here? I mean, you could always ask that question. She is right in front of you. Oh, how's she able to speak English? Did he hear her speak English at any point? I don't know if he did. He was downstairs beforehand and I came in. Anyways,
I'm a dragon, idiot. I can adapt to new stuff.
Is that why your species is almost extinct? Okay, anyway. Look, yes! Do I sound dumb to you? A little bit.
You both sound dumber.
Then you look. I think the English hasn't quite adapted yet on that one. Hey, hey!
What? I mean, it's just a fact.
Hold on. Gotta turn this down a little bit. Yeah, whatever. I turn it down, it didn't make a difference. Am I explaining how you got here? Or where you're from? Normally when there's more people here, there's usually a tally of that. But yeah, I guess not today. It is weird. There are normally more people in the live chat than this. I know that a bunch of them left because they didn't realize I was like still doing this, but yeah, normally they've normally they keep an eye on their return by now. Because some of them keep tallies of, you know, grammar stuff in old Gacha videos. Anyway.
All I remember is a lady taking me from somewhere. She brought me here and gave me an important task. The task of, I guess, being free, apparently, or, I don't know, staying in your room. Oh, the task was look after her son.
Oh, that's not going to go down well. The fact that, you know, she's going to get somebody else to look after him, but she's not going to be there herself. That's not going to work for the good old 90s, business parents. Sounds like my mum, alright. Listen, I don't know what my mum said. But I don't need some bodyguard. I mean, look after could also just mean like caretaker in general, but yeah, that I guess that works. Especially if they're possessive too weak. And this is where we get the amateur. Okay, so now I can see him being slapped around. All that, okay.
Don't try me. It wasn't my orders to look after you.
Really? Does he have a secret child?
It was your mother's.
Wait, no, your orders are from the mother, right? Like, you don't have to, like, order yourself to do things. So if you receive orders, then they become your That's not people. When people say like their orders, they don't mean they've ordered themselves to do things. Like, yeah, if you told someone else to do something, then yes, they are your orders to them. Like, it's kind of like a weird thing, but no one says. Anyway.
Honestly, I couldn't care about you. I only agreed because I'd like my life spared.
You could flee. Right now, you have wings, you can fly away anytime you want. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
I've got another thing because they all say. How about, what do you mean your life spared? Did she threaten to kill you as well? Or was your life in danger before? Did she rescue you? From who? I'd have a lot more questions after this point.
But I've lived long enough to know they don't mean it.
Where is she going? Mother isn't to be messed with at this time. She's not even here. Just flee the house and never return, and then she can't track you down. Anyway, what is the? Never knew they got treated like that. Well, they're extinct, right? So there's no like normal decorum, right, for them, or as far as they will understand. I really need to apologize to her. See, you know what he's acknowledged is his mistake, basically. You know, he had got his let his bravado and masculinity get the better of him a little bit, and he's relented. All right, fair enough. Yeah, I think you should too. But let's give her some time to cool off. Yeah, you're right. The only thing I'll say about this is that this music here, like this tone, it worked towards the start, but it didn't in the middle when she was actually having that moment. That it would have been better served with some sort of slower, more like melancholic music, you know? Sometime later. That's one thing I'm noticing with the music, by the way, that it seems to go on until like the end of the track and then start the new thing, rather than like matching the scene itself and then fading out when it needs to, and not before. I've seen other videos that have had a similar issue. What Beauty is Pain, actually, for as much as I give that praise to the first half of that series, it did have that similar problem. They kind of solved it back in the day by having all the songs be like themed around beauty pageants, like the theme of the episode that was sort of still going on. So it wasn't a complete disparity, but it was still a little bit. In this case, this is just generic gacha music anyway, so it doesn't. It's not. It's hard to tell. I do like this edit, by the way. Or this edit. You were more successful than I was in putting a video on the screen here. Anyway, dude, why are you always cursing? Because I'm black. Okay. Yeah. Don't know about that one. Hello, I don't curse at all. Anyway, and if you have a problem with that, you can speak to my fists. Talk to the hand. Yeah, well, why has it got to be so rude? Honestly, yeah. Like, you don't have to make a point about being black because people can see that, doesn't, like... He's mentioned it once per episode so far. Really seems to be like he has a bit of like a complex around it or something. Anyway. Man, forget this. I'm out. I like he just like turns off. I guess he was player one. This guy gets controller turned off the entire console and the TV. So Brace doesn't get to play at all anymore. Alright, sure. Okay, that's one way of punishing him for his remarks. Alright, okay. Anyway, you can stay here. I'll be back. Oh, wow, I made a Terminator reference and then he made another Terminator reference. Okay. Anyway, gotta do something. I like how it's the same footage looped again. Don't think I didn't notice that. Look at the personality of one of my, like, high school friends. Ah, that explains a lot. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Actually, now that you mention it, yeah, but there was one friend that I had in my high school, who had a very similar attitude to that. Not for, it wasn't there for a long time. He moved away, actually, but yeah, for a little bit. He tried to become like a kindred spirit with me on that grounds alone. It's like, well, no. I mean, you're my friend for other reasons. I don't care about that. Anyway, he's mad he lost. What? Okay, again, the timing of the music was just like, it seemed like he was like about to say something and he was like, like the music was coming from him. I'm gonna rewind that for a second. Watch. Wait a minute. Here we go. Well, that's some timing there. And gave me enough time to see this message. All right, then. We'll leave that there. Anyway, just apologize. She could be calm. She's doing it too. It's how they bond.
Come in. To your room, I guess. What do you want?
I just wanted to apologize. The things I said and did were wrong, plural, but yeah. And it was unfair to you.
You know, no one has ever been that sincere to me before.
Oh, okay. I mean, I like the dust trail you actually put there for her. Honestly, from that distance, I wouldn't imagine there'd be like that much unless the floor has not been cleaned in a long time. But there you go. Anyway, no problem. I'm glad to be the first. Also, I kind of have to show you around, so you won't stay in my room all the time. We have a guest room. I don't know why my mother didn't put you in there. Anyway,
That'd be great.
all right then, follow me. After showing her around a bit, sorry, getting lazy. Ah, here we go. And this room is just a extra room. That's right, it is a extra. That's how you say it. That is the cat. Wait, but if that's the guest room, then why was he like going into the? He said he had to get something in his room before he went to that room, right? So then why would? Is his room also the guest room? I'm confused now. Anyway, Charles work.
Hey, wait! I hear yelling.
What are you talking about? Oh, I paused it. I guess this song is kind of fitting. Is if you're going downstairs, and don't want to get caught by someone, and you hear them, but you definitely would think no, 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 or something like that. Yeah. All right. I had to get something to brace so he could go apologize. Yeah, no, I mean like in the last episode where, he goes upstairs to get something from his room before the apology thing happened, and then that's when they meet. I'm pretty sure that was the same room. Anyway.
Can you not hear it? They're literally right there. How can you not hear it? You've got 2 pairs of ears.
Literally, he's got 4 ears. A classic Gacha issue from back in the day where hybrid animal cats had 4 ears. I used to comment on that stuff like all the time, and now I've moved so far away from it. Can we just move so far away from that? I keep forgetting to mention it. But yes, he's got 4 ears. Sounds like my mum. In this house? Yes, I'm not surprised. Anyway, hurry up and get down. Didn't the mum bring her here? That would be a normal thing, but okay. Yeah, just get down. Get down and sit exactly where you were already covered before. Great strategy, fantastic. Honestly, hiding behind stuff in gacha videos, for some reason, really seems to stump a lot of people when they start out. I remember watching like a Lily Trescott video from Gacha Studio, and there it was pointed out to me, because I wasn't around for Gacha Studio. It was pointed out to me at that point that there were really no like props to hide anyone behind anything, so that's how Gacha Studio, that's people that would just pretend there was an invisible prop in Gacha Studio and that was it. To which I would argue, the best strategy would probably be to just not have the person visible and say they're hiding somewhere else in that case. Or hide in a different room or whatever, like pressed against the wall, but whatever. Anyways. You're welcome to do whatever to the second one. Oh no, the Omnitrix is beeping. She's gonna transform back. Just okay, okay. Why is your headpiece flickering like that? Brother? I think we got company, miss. Uh-oh. I don't know who said uh-oh there. It's kind of, it's difficult to tell. Oh no! Our perfectly well-hidden spots that we chose. To be continued. Alright. You know what? That, I will say, is probably, would count as a twist. I guess when her hairpiece starts beeping, it's in the presence of a potential sibling of some kind. I suppose. Oh wait, this is a different outro now. I almost missed that. Yeah, okay, fair enough. All right. Well, I guess Brace approved of that song. It says black like 3,000 times. and then we have this again. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, we enjoyed. All right. So yeah, I think that episode definitely does better job at like solidifying, Keith's character in this. Like he's a little bit arrogant at times, but he's able to acknowledge his mistakes. I don't know why he had to go like invent an excuse if he was just trying to say pick something from his room so he could go apologize, because Brace would have known about that anyway. But yeah, and aside from that, and I guess the logistics of like the guest room itself, the things seem to be somewhat coming together, or at least that the mystery continues. Maybe that's why the mother was so adamant about releasing the dragon. She knew about her existence before, and then decided, and then took matters into her own hands as a result. Maybe that's why she decided to, free Lilith from the lab, and not the I guess probable other creatures they were studying there. I suppose. That's one theory. That's my theory for the time being, I suppose. We'll come back to this in hopefully like a week or so if I don't forget beforehand. And continue this. It really will depend, because I need to like go through the playlist much more thoroughly and actually keep up with like all of the other editions, the ones that aren't actually ones that I've recommended specifically. Yeah. If it comes down to it, by the way, and I don't get the chance to review everything before Gacha Fest itself, which is looking more and more likely at this point, I will just watch the ones that I haven't seen already separately and make judgments accordingly. I think as a judge, I have until the 31st to cast particular votes or something. So yeah, I'll probably still be working on those around the same time as the Jacobs, just before things properly start, ramping up again, because that's what happens every December now. But oh well. So again for this episode, is there anything else I should say? Yeah, visual and technical side are probably about the same as before. So I guess like no real changes there, I think. The music unintentionally worked at times and was fitting, but it still has the issue of like going on until the very end, basically. Yeah, Brace took a bit of like a downturn this time. I understand he's like based on like a real person, so yeah, fair enough. I suppose depending on like what age the characters actually are, I can sort of see it. Because now I think about it, I did know a guy like that to some degree, so I might have to like change my mind about that one. But yeah, obviously not the best like obviously messages to put out there into the universe, but I presume at some point he's going to realize that, considering that he is portrayed as dumb. So not the end of the world, ultimately speaking. So yeah, a fairly decent beginning to a series that I hope to come back to at some other point and to see further. Not just because I also have a series about a dragon girl that that has been going on for about this long, that I also look back on with a mix of nostalgia and cringe. Aside from that, so yeah. Oh wait, so you made them freshmen in high school, changed to juniors as of recently? I mean, did they graduate? Was that just a retcon? I don't know. Oh, I guess, yeah, that would have been like a jump, wouldn't it? They would have to skip a grade by like how freshmen... Assuming that you live in the US, then yeah, they'd have to skip over sophomore year to do that. I don't know. Maybe. I suppose. But yeah, them originally being freshmen kind of tracks, because that was around the age that, that guy from my high school was. Oh, I guess we both were at the time. So yeah, okay. I lost my train of thought in terms of like this other stuff. I was just saying, I guess I'm just pointing out that the Musing Girl is, reminded a lot of that, but there you go. Cringe of the self aside, I guess we'll hopefully return at some stage. But for now, I really should go. Honestly, considering this is a rare time where stream has gone for under an hour, but yeah, I do have to be up early tomorrow, so I'm going to leave it here, and I did start late. Maybe next time we'll cover like 3 episodes at a time, potentially, given like the length of these, and there's not too much to say. There's not like, there's not issues like every single frame like certain other Gacha shows. So maybe in the future I'll triple them up or quadruple them up even, depending on how things go. But for the time being, we shall leave it there. So for everyone here, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters, and subscribe if you've done so already. And on that note, until next time, farewell.